I was muted, wasn't I? What's up, man?
What's up, everyone?
How you doing, buddy?
Back. Great to be back and doing a State of the Shine with you, Michael.
Yeah. These are fun. This is my favorite Coffee with Michael so far this year. It's probably going to be the best one this week for sure. Maybe the best one ever. What's up, everybody? Gail says hello. Deborah says what's up. Sabrina in the house. Gail's really excited. Look at that. We're getting some emoji love here. Facebook user says, made it to another live 2 weeks in a row now. Thank you, Facebook user. You're so loyal. You're omnipresent. You never let me down. Deborah says, double whammy. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. So for those of you that don't know, Eric is our CEO. He's the CEO of ShineOn. He started this whole racket in his garage. So he's got some war stories. He's got some cool stuff he's going to be sharing with us today. It's going to be a fun one. Jan, Facebook user. Yeah, this is going to be good. Thanks, everybody, for joining. Appreciate you. We're doing a State of Shine today. We're going to be talking about all things ShineOn, what we have coming for you. The rest of 2022, we've got some exciting stuff right around the corner we're going to be talking about. It's going to be really good. But you know how we like to kick things off around here. Never a dull moment. You got to keep the spirit alive. Look at this. Everybody's super excited, dude. Mario says you're buff now. Yeah, Luna, New Jersey Garage. Luna, I think, is the longest running employee we've got at the company. It's pretty cool.
Second longest.
Second longest. Okay.
CTO Dan's first.
So Dan and then Luna. What's up? This is going to be fun. All right. Raise up your glasses, mugs, bottles, and flasks. Join me now for the Digital Marketer's Toast. Here's to more conversions, more cash, cheap CPMs and lower CACs, higher CTRs, much higher CVRs to enable ad accounts and big bank accounts, upsells, downsells, and cross-sells, to winning products and repeat sales, and to the thing that everybody knows. The riches are in the niches, but also your email flows. Ready? Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
There we go. There we go.
I think we may need to copyright that.
Maybe, man. Get that thing trademarked or something. It's powerful stuff, man. Every time we do it, I don't know if you're here every week, but people report feeling tinglies, extra deposits to their bank accounts, their CPMs go down. It's incredible. Cures of illness. They get good news from the doctor. All right after the Digital Marketer's Toast. It's an amazing thing. It is definitely not snake oil.
It works.
Yeah. Facebook user says, now my day feels right. Gail, if you got some tinglies, let us know. Do me a favor. If you like what we bring you every week, like this post. This is Eric's favorite emoji right here. So show Eric some love. Drop this little money emoji in the chat. We're about 30 seconds behind here. We're going to wait. Drop this emoji in the chat. Let Eric know you're here. Show him some love. Wow, and look how far ShineOn is now. Yeah, it is. It's actually a really cool journey. Maybe Eric can get into that a little bit. I don't think we have slides for it, but maybe in the Q&A, we can get into that a little bit.
Yeah, I could do that.
That'd be pretty sweet. I think people would like to know. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for the love. Let's get into it. We got some announcements, and then we're going to get right into State of the Shine. All right. All right. You're with us. Thank you. Testimonials. Last week, Lauren finally cracked the $1,000 mark in sales. First sale on April 14th and now. First few sales were on Mother's Day products, all Australian buyers. Since then, it's been all graduation products. That's a great niche to be in. By the way, graduation will keep on popping through probably the end of June. This is all Etsy sales, and this month we'll be looking to move to Shopify. Congratulations, Lauren. Thanks for sharing your feedback here and your testimonial in the screenshot. You've got some swag coming your way. Somebody from my team will be reaching out. Amrapali, boom. And just like that, I made my first sale. What an exciting start. I signed up 10 days ago. Have never done e-commerce. I'm absolutely loving the game. First of all, I just want to commend you on the action that you took. The start 10 days ago, having never done e-commerce before and already get your first ShineOn sale. That's absolutely incredible. It shows you that literally anybody can do this. Congratulations. That's amazing. Thanks for sharing. You've got some swag coming your way. If you want to get some swag out there, every week we grab 2 to 5 posts from the group. We're looking for value posts, knowledge, tips. We're looking for testimonials with screenshots, new milestones achieved. We'll grab 2 to 5 of those kind of randomly from the group. If you're featured here, we'll get you a coupon code for our swag store. You can get a t-shirt, you can get a hoodie, you can get all kinds of cool stuff. Tammy is loading one new product up, I think a week over there. So it's pretty cool. Go check it out. All right. We're going to kick the state of Shine off here. Eric's going to talk a little bit about the Mastermind. Then we're going to get into products and some other stuff. It's going to be really cool. Eric, you ready to take it away, man?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right, brother.
All right. So, state of the Shine. I gave this talk at our private mastermind last week. Thank you, everybody that came. I think we had about 50 ShineOn sellers there. And I'll be honest, I'm a bit of a mastermind junkie. I'm actively in 4 or 5 e-commerce masterminds and 1 non-e-commerce mastermind. So I've probably been to over 50 or 60 events. And our event was super smooth for our first event. We got a lot of praise from sellers. It didn't feel like it was our first event. And the value that was there was tremendous because we don't do a lot of fluff here. Of course, Michael's fun and he has his toast and makes everyone feel good. But when we actually start getting into the knowledge, we're very hardcore about the channels, right? So about Facebook, TikTok strategies, Etsy, Amazon. And to me, this felt like the most tactful event that I've ever been part of. It was just a straight rocket fuel for ads and profit and making money. So it was a blast. You know, we hosted it here in our hometown of St. Pete, Florida. It was a really, really good time. And I think everybody wants us to do another one. So maybe the next one, instead of 50, maybe we have 100 people there. We'll definitely let you know when that is. And it would be amazing to see all of you here in our home in Florida again. Next slide.
Hey, real quick, let's call some of these people out here. So this is Kirsta speaking at the event here. And this is Max. This here is Jim. He's head of marketing now. We're going to talk about that in a minute. This is you. See, if I'd have been there, I would have got one of these cool pictures I could put in my Facebook profile or something. Totally missing out. This is Mario Minduni here. Mario Minduni is actually live watching ShineOn right now, or the Coffee with Michael. This is Reggie and his wife, Tania. I think these are some of Reggie's students back here. This is Alex Fedotov. Not sure if you can see these pictures. I could blow it up. But anyway, it was a really cool event. Oh, is that what you were going to do on this slide?
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, we had Matt Stafford, who runs a Bill Growth Scale for CRO. We had Steven DeGracia, who's an amazing media buyer for us. Steven's done over $3 million in ShineOn sales. Daniel Reyes, who helps us with our Amazon content, and Jess Chan, who actually does our email. So yeah, it's marketing is getting omni-channel, right? You really need to be kind of doing everything in order to build a brand and compete now. And so this is the whole focus of the event is, hey, you know, don't just focus on one thing. You should have your toe in at least multiple channels. Next slide. So, okay. So before we get into the agenda, I want to talk about like the importance of doing a state of the Shine. Like, why do we do this? And to be honest, you know, we want to have a very transparent relationship with the sellers, what we're working on, why you should sell with us, why you should be excited about the future. Right. And so I actually tell our employees here too, like there isn't a huge difference between our seller community and our employees. We're all trying to achieve the same goal. We're all trying to maximize profit and make $1 million. It's just the financial transaction is a bit different in being a seller versus being an employee. But we're truly all on the same page And we always want that warm, welcoming feeling here at ShineOn, that you can work with us on anything you want. I know we just launched a bunch of live chat features and some other cool stuff that we're going to tell you about later. But first, the agenda. So I'm going to give you my current feeling on the industry. We're going to walk through how ShineOn is helping navigate some of these changes. We actually want to bring you in and tell you about what are the internal ShineOn company goals that we have. It'll be fun giving you an inside look. And then all the other fun stuff. We're going to talk about new products, some of the new team members and how that's going to help your profits, and then new features, how that's going to help your profits as well. Okay. All right. So here's my general feeling on the industry. I feel like we're recalibrating right now, and we're actually in a really, really good space if we take the time to prepare. For example, TikTok is coming on super, super strong. I know with the stores that we run, TikTok's about 50% of the ad spend now. And it's still a baby. Honestly, their ads manager feels like Facebook in 2014, and they're going to continue to take on investment and really blow that out of the water. Fun fact, I actually joined TikTok for the first time yesterday. It was just to watch a video, and it was like crack. I can see why people really like that channel. At the same time, we know that Facebook is going to fight like hell to stay relevant, right? Facebook changed their name to Meta because they want to go into all these metaverse worlds and build that side of their business. But the only way they can afford to fund that is through their traditional classic ads business. And so I know that something's going to happen with Facebook where either they make a deal with Apple directly, which is very likely. Likewise, we have a lot of third-party tools coming out to fix attribution. Triple Whale was at our event. We use Triple Whale on a lot of our products for Facebook attribution. They have a great community as well. Likewise, we're alpha testing another program that a friend of ours has built, and it's had 99% accurate attribution on Facebook. So this is really, really exciting that lesser marketers aren't using some of these third-party tracking tools. But if you are, you're going to be well ahead of them, especially when you're scaling. Etsy is going through a ton of change. If you look at Etsy's stock price in the last 2 years, I think they've like 10x'd in the last 2 years, which is great for the business. They had a new CEO come in maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and he kind of unlocked it. He kind of said, hey, you don't have to actually make this stuff anymore. You can work with a production partner, which ShineOn is. And so they're kind of getting more into drop shipping. Although there's been such a big rush with drop shippers getting on there, I think they're going to start cleaning it up, which is good for us because we do the right thing. You know, we're super white hat. I like to say we're so white hat, your grandmother would approve of it. And we're going to be in a really good spot as Etsy goes through those changes. At the end of the day, you know, if you're a better marketer and you're watching all the content we put out, you're engaging with us and trusting us with information, lesser marketers aren't going to do that, and they're going to drop out. There's a potential that we actually get cheaper ad real estate as we're in this sort of recalibration period. Next slide. Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, just to underscore this real quickly, like every challenge that gets thrown down in front of a marketer is really an opportunity, because with every challenge, it filters people out, right? And at the end of all the challenges and all the hurdles and all the things, the obstacles that kind of get in the way, there are going to be fewer and fewer people left standing, which means you're going to have more market share available to you. You're going to have less competition in the space. So you need to make sure you're taking advantage of that. So something we've done this year at ShineOn that we wanted to share with you was we're growing up a lot as a company internally. There's a lot of things that we've done to kind of move and shake and structure things a little differently so that we could be more effective, more efficient, bring you greater products at a higher quality with faster fulfillment times, et cetera, et cetera. We're going to talk about all of that. But to start with, we want to talk a little bit about some company goals that we set. We just want to be transparent and share these with you. First of all, our goal is to achieve $100 million in GMV. So that's combined sales of all of our sellers. We want to get you, this is our number one goal this year, is to help you all combined achieve $100 million in GMV, right? That's the number one goal. That's why we're moving so hard in the marketing department right now, putting out so much education. That's why we're trying to move with all these product lines and bringing more viral products that you can sell on Facebook and TikTok and in Etsy and Amazon. But we want to achieve $100 million GMV. So we're right there with you in this goal and helping you grow. The second goal we have is to improve seller NPS scores. So NPS stands for Net Promoter Score. It's kind of an industry standard way of gauging customer satisfaction. Well, our number two goal is to improve seller NPS. So we want to make sure that you feel like you're getting world-class service and world-class support from ShineOn. So this means quick turnaround times if you reach out to our support team. It means good responses to your support tickets. Like, we actually want you to feel like we're solving your problems. We want you to feel like we're available. But beyond all of that, we also want to make sure that our UI inside of the app is intuitive and user-friendly, and you know how to get what you want from the app. We want to make sure that if you're placing a bulk order or something like that, that all these things are super simple for you to do. Seller NPS would also capture when, for example, if there's a product that we have that maybe is low quality or something is happening to it. Like, all these things, we get feedback from you when we do our seller NPS surveys, and our goal is to increase that, right? So we're trying to do everything we can to make sure we stay seller focused inside the company. We keep your priorities first, and we make sure we're serving you from top to bottom. Also, Eric mentioned it earlier, we launched live chat for seller support. So live chat went up, I think it was last week. It was Monday. I think maybe it was Monday of this week. It went live. So now you have live chat support. This is something new. Eventually, we're experimenting with bringing you phone support. We actually want you to be able to pick up the phone and call somebody if you get stuck and get the help that you need to get unstuck. So then goal number 3 was to improve employee NPS score. So we also want to make sure we have a good, healthy company culture where everyone feels safe, valued, respected, where ownership, engagement, and high performance can thrive. And that's because the healthier our culture is, the happier we are internally at ShineOn, the better we're going to be able to serve you at the end of the day. We're all really in this together. We all have the same goals. So these were 3 company goals the entire company rallied around this year that we want to achieve for you.
Michael, real quick, can you back up?
Yep.
Yeah, so Net Promoter Score, for those of you that aren't aware, it basically means, would you refer this company to a friend? Would you refer this service to a friend? So we sprinkle in, like, when we ask for it, I know we do some surveying. We may or may not be asking, like, after the chat ends and live support. And honestly, guys, don't just give us a 10 because you want to help the company achieve, like, its seller NPS score. Just be honest about your feedback, because we honestly want to try to have the best experience for you. Same thing with employee NPS score. Why are we telling you about our employee NPS score? Well, we feel that if we take care of our employees, we do the right thing, and we create an engaging employee experience, that's going to bleed out, that enthusiasm is going to bleed out into the seller experience, right? So like Zappos as a company was really big on, hey, if we put the employees first, that experience is going to bleed out into the customers automatically. So they really want to take care of their employees. And then, yeah, GMV, it means gross merchandise value. That's just like the total retail sales. Yeah. Thanks for clearing that up, Michael.
Yeah. Hey, we're going to take a quick second to do some troubleshooting real quick. Sheila says that she's getting crazy feedback on the sound. Is anybody else hearing that? If you're hearing feedback in the audio, let me know in the chat. And if it's showing up over Eric, let me know that. If it's only showing up over me, let me know that. Or if it's showing up over both of us,
I'll go on
let
mute.
us know. What's that?
It could be my mic it's super sensitive. So I'll go on mute when you're talking.
Yeah, you sound fine to me. See, no, we got feedback, a little big time here. I'm wondering if this might be a StreamYard issue because everybody's experience is slightly different. Says it's only me. Okay. Let me make sure everything's plugged in here. Give me 2 seconds. All my connections are good. I'll start going mute too, and we'll just see what happens.
Okay.
People are saying it's fine, it's better. Okay. Anyway, let's keep rolling here. All right, new products. So, all of you know that we have these top 3 selling products in the company. We have Love Knot, we have Alluring Beauty, we have Interlocking Hearts. We also know that Gold has like a 30 or 40% take rate on every product we offer it with, but our top 3 products did not have Gold variants. So we are trying to fix that for you right now. We have these Gold products in stock. I don't think we've launched these yet, but they are just around the corner. You've got a Gold version of the Love Knot. It looks beautiful. A Gold version of Alluring Beauty, and a Gold version of Interlocking Hearts. Now, I got to tell you, these photos here are kind of low quality. They're not super high res, and you just can't see quite how beautiful these are. This Gold Interlocking Hearts, people, is freaking gorgeous. It is a beautiful, beautiful product. I couldn't believe how pretty the Gold version of Interlocking Hearts was when they showed it to me. This is going to be a really, really neat upsell to have on your product listing. So all of these are coming. They're just around the corner, and we think they're going to sell like hotcakes. We launched the Open Work Watch. We've been bragging that one up. If you haven't seen this yet, you got to go take a look at it. It is a beautiful product. I've got one here, actually. I'm just going to show it to you real quick, and then we're going to get the show back on the road. Let me go full screen. Okay, this is the Open Work Watch. It's got some beautiful mechanics inside. Can you see that moving there? Trying to get the glare out of the screen. It's got beautiful mechanics inside. It's self-winding, and on the back side of it, it's open as well. There's like another port you can see through on the back of the watch, and there's a little weight inside that moves. It's really, really cool. $47 profit if you sell it at $100. But newsflash, we're selling this internally right now for $150, right? So you're looking at $100 profit on every sale of this particular product. First watch with a message card. Nobody else is doing this. We're having a lot of success with it internally. We have a case study Jim is going to be posting soon. This watch is really, really cool.
There's also no battery. It's fully automatic watch, so it actually winds with your movement. And then the strap is super, super nice. Luxury leather.
Yeah, it's genuine leather. It's a really neat product, people. Somebody's going to be making some bank with this product. Also, look at this Lux box. I mean, it's freaking huge. It's just a really nice quality product. All right, let's keep going here. We've got the improved Cuban link chain, so we have extra length now on the chain. This was our number one kind of complaint or feedback we received from people, is the chain needed to be longer. So we've got a 4-inch extension. The extension is in the same what is it called? The same texture material. It's the same pattern of chain, so you can't even tell when the extension is on it. So, excuse me. And this thing sells really, really well. So it's smashing it for Father's Day. So get out there and try to sell this one. And then finally, this is the slide I'm probably most excited about. This is all the upcoming products that we're trying to get into for you this year. We've got a bunch of leather products and a bunch of new variations on leather that you probably haven't seen before. First of all, we're going to have wallets and journals, and there are a few other leather products we're working on. They're going to be engraved, but we also found a way to print on them. And the print on the leather looks really, really cool. I couldn't believe it till they showed it to me, but the colors really pop on the leather. It's unlike anything that I've seen so far. We're going to be trying to push into these more kind of hyper personalized products like this one right here, this heart, where you see the 4 names and then you have the birthstones on it. we're trying to push into these before the end of the year. So not this product specifically, but these kind of hyper personalized products like you see right here. Learning how to do this at scale is really hard, which is why nobody else has gone into it yet. But we're going to try to bring you that before the end of this year. And then finally, you've heard a lot about this one. We've got name necklaces. We are buying we're making some major purchases today related to name necklaces. These are right around the corner. We're going to be selling these with and without message cards. So you're going to be able to buy them kind of standalone like this. And then we're also going to offer them with a message card. So you're going to have a lot of flexibility on your store. We're also going to be able to offer them in I believe it's a stainless steel and then a gold plating. So you're going to have some options here. It's going to be really, really cool. We're excited to bring that to you. Yeah, Eric, go ahead.
Yeah, so I think as a company, we really want to move into hyper personalization, not just like changing the name on the message card, but actually offering more and more personalization things into the product itself, because we want to try and stack upsells, right? Not like go crazy with 10 upsells, but we want to offer ones that convert well and people pay a premium for. So like this thing in the middle here with the heart and the gemstones, we really want to start getting back into gemstones. Like 2016, when we started the company, we sold like $5-6 million worth of birthstone products. And those were really, really popular. So we want to try to get back into more hyper personalization. And that's a good example.
Yeah, we're really excited about these. I would say these 3 products, I'm just stoked to bring to you. So we're working really hard to make these a reality in Q4. And I mean, you guys are you're just gonna freaking crush it with these products. It's gonna be amazing. By the way, these 2 here in particular, there's nobody in the marketplace offering this. These 2 are gonna make you stand out so well in the newsfeed and on TikTok. It's gonna be amazing. We've got some rings that we're kind of experimenting with. More to come on that later. I don't want to overhype the rings right now. And then cufflinks is something we're trying to experiment with because wedding season is huge. Jim Carmella has sold millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of stuff for wedding season. He knows the cufflinks sell really well. It's because when people come through, they don't just buy for one person. They buy for like an entire, is it called a groom party? Wedding party? All the men in a wedding party? However you say that. So they'll buy like 6 sets of these all at once. So he's had a lot of success selling things like this. So we're trying to bring you those as well. So anyway, we're super, super excited about this. Let us know in the chat real quick. Which product are you most excited for? Which product are you most excited for? I want to see it in the chat right now. Let us know. Personally, well, I don't know if I should give my favorite. Which one are you most excited for, Eric?
Probably the one in the middle, because I see like $5 plus $5 for each name, and I see like another plus $5 for each birthstone. So yeah, I'm seeing dollars. So I'm seeing like an additional $40 on top of the $40 base cost or retail price.
Yeah, tons of upsell potential there. That's a good point. And if you can offer it like in stainless and gold plating, there's another upsell for you. Then you've got the Oreo and the Lux box. It's just upsells all the way. Let's look at the chat here. Whoa, I'm scrolling way up here. So we got 1 vote for leather, rings, birthstone necklace, rings, name, leather. We got the heart. So that's this hyper personalized one here. Name, mothers. I'm not sure that was related to this. Name and cufflinks. Name depends on MSRP. I like how this individual's thinking. They're looking for opportunity, and that's going to be their favorite one. That's probably how I would approach this as a seller. Necklaces, rings for AOV, cufflinks, heart necklace with personalized names right here. Name, heart necklace, heart with names, cufflinks, open work, names number 2. Open work is already out. I think Gary actually already sold a couple of these. So you know that. That's old news. Heart, birthstone. So it feels like names and birthstone are coming in somewhere around break even The scale is probably tipped more in the favor of the name necklaces, but still, you have spoken. Very nice. Appreciate that. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, one more thing I want to add is we do all of this in-house. We have 2 factories. We have one in St. Pete here. We have one in Amsterdam. And I basically made it a rule, like ever since back in 2017, that we were going to do everything ourselves. And since then, we've never worked with a partner. And that's because we just have better operational control and visibility into all the outstanding orders. And we're going to need it, especially when we're getting into hyper personalization.
Yeah, by the way, to give you an idea what we mean when we say hyper personalization, you've probably seen it like on Etsy or maybe even in some spy tools around Christmas time. You'll see things like the little baby feet that are kind of like dangled on a chain. There will be 2 or 3 of the baby feet, and they'll have a name engraved on them and a birthstone. Sometimes around Christmas, you'll see gingerbread men, where each gingerbread man has the name of a son or a daughter on it. You've seen the rings. Are they called Russian rings? Where like all the rings kind of interlock and each ring has a name on it. That's what we're talking about for this hyper personalization. We're talking about truly unique products that people can really make their own because they can put a name, put a birthstone on it. We're looking into all of that stuff. So we're super excited. All right. Team improvements. You going to take this one? Okay. I guess this one's on me. So we've been doing a lot of, let's say, upgrades here at ShineOn. We've been growing like a weed. So we're partly just adapting to the size of the company. It's been very interesting working at ShineOn because it feels a little bit like riding the tiger, or maybe riding an elephant is a better way to put it. Like you think you're in control of it, but not really. ShineOn is kind of, you guys, the seller base, are really growing ShineOn right underneath us. And we're just constantly adapting to the size of the company and where you're taking us. So it's been a fun ride to be on together. We started offering coaching. Many of you know about this already. If you're interested, go to coaching.shineon.com. One of the things we found out recently is that 70%, hear me, 70% of our top sellers have taken coaching. I'm going to repeat that again. 70% of our top sellers have taken some form of coaching. It doesn't necessarily mean it was ShineOn coaching. It could be that they took coaching with Ronnie McKenzie or Mario Minduni or Joe Roberts or another coach kind of in our stratosphere here, or with Kirsta and our folks in-house. But 70% of our top sellers have taken coaching at some point. That is more than a correlation, right? That's telling you that there's a cause and effect relationship there between taking coaching and becoming a top seller. So I highly recommend everybody, do not be afraid to invest in your own education. Reggie and Tania are great coaches right now. We have a few top sellers that they've created for us recently. Make sure you are not afraid to invest in your own education. You will definitely reap the rewards. So anyway, if you're interested in what we have to offer, you can go to coaching.shineon.com to check it out. I go over this slide just about every week, so I'm going to keep moving. Do you have any comments on this one, Eric? You good?
Yeah, just do it. It's a great experience. Like the return on investment is well worth it. You're going to learn a lot very quickly.
So Eric endorses it. Go get some coaching. All right. So recently, we've made Jim our new VP of marketing. So I've actually been promoted to president in the company, and I needed some help. So I promoted Jim to become our new VP of marketing. Now, Jim is definitely the right person for it. He's going to be way better than I ever was. Jim has produced over $30 million in print on demand and drop shipping sales on his own. Okay. This is not part of a company or anything like that. This is on his own, to his own stores. This guy he's just a beast, an absolute beast. Also, Jim's going to help us communicate a heck of a lot better with the seller community on the education side, right? So Jim started with ShineOn about a year ago running our internal brands team. That's a team where we have our own stores and we sell our own ShineOn products. Now, the goal, we don't take any of the seller designs or products. We don't do any of that stuff. Our goal is to be in the trenches with you so that we can learn what works, what doesn't, to stay on the cutting edge, and then to bring you education in real time, right? So that's what Kirsta's doing. That's what Stephen DeGracia is doing. That's what Daniel and Jim are doing. And they presented all of that at the Mastermind, and they present it every week in the Shots of Espresso. They drop right here in the Facebook group. And Jim is about to take this to a whole nother level. Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, so as we do have a couple internal stores, like Michael said, but the priority for them is to learn. It's to test new products, it's to test new ad strategies, and to basically give all that epic information away for free or through paid coaching, probably both. Another thing to note is like when we sell, like we don't just give ourselves like a $5 base cost on our products. When Jim says, hey, we're making profits on this new item, we're actually selling at tier 1 prices. So that's like the most, the starting price for everybody that everyone gets in the catalog. Okay. So we're literally on the same playing field as you guys. We want to actually do our best to be the number 1 seller just so we can give away the most epic information to the crowd. But almost like 95% of all sales come from the seller community. And so of course we're going to focus on trying to help everybody as a priority.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, we ShineOn funds a lot of experimentation so that you don't have to. So, we're constantly trying new strategies. Something that we're doing internally, Stephen DeGracia is like the king of all these marketing channels you've never heard of before. I mean, he's the guy out there doing native ads and finding little back alley websites that people visit that have like our target demographics, and then he'll buy ad space from the websites and sell our products. But he has been the most consistently profitable media buyer that we've had since we started. I don't think he's made the most profit. That hands down goes to Kirsta because he's juicing TikTok and Facebook. But Stephen DeGracia is extremely consistent in all these channels. But those are all experiments that we've funded with our own money, and some of them work, some of them don't. Last week, we lost $7,500 of our own money experimenting with a channel that just didn't work out for us. But that's what we're trying to do on the marketing team so that we can make sure that you're getting the knowledge that you need to be able to succeed with your e-commerce business. So anyways, Jim Carmella, ladies and gentlemen, is the new VP of marketing. Make sure you're paying attention to those Shots of Espresso. They drop literally every week, and be tuned because he's going to be sending out a lot of emails and a lot of education in the future. All right. Then we promoted Russ Iddings to he's our new vice president of operations. So Russ joined us late last year. He built an HR department inside of ShineOn basically from the ground up. When he came in, we didn't have an HR department. He basically built out a bunch of policies, a bunch of new structure. He got some employee perks in place for us that we didn't have, but we needed. Again, remember, one of our goals was to increase the employee NPS score as well. And we recently promoted him to VP of Ops. So Russ is kind of on the ground floor in our production and fulfillment center down there in St. Pete. And we are talking literally every single day, and we're trying to bring improvements as rapidly as we can. The live chat feature, in large part, is thanks to Russ. We also promoted another gentleman named Joe. Unfortunately, we don't have a slide for Joe. He's our new head of seller support. Russ came in. We told him some pain points that we had, and Russ right away got into fixing that. So Russ has been a major, major help to improving operations. It's not just going to be seller support, though. It's going to be fulfillment, the products we bring you, making sure they're QC quality checked before they go out the door. We're aware of some issues that we've had with some of our various product lines. Russ is working very hard right now to solution all of those, getting into these new product verticals that we want to get into. All of that is going to land on Russ. So he's working really hard. Russ is pretty unique. He's got a ops background from Amazon and Chewy. So he knows what he's doing on an operational floor. He's been a major help. We want to make sure that we provide super fast and high quality fulfillment in print on demand. We basically want to be world-class. We do not want to be we want to be in a league of our own. We don't want to be competing with anybody else in this space. We want ShineOn to stand far out above all of our competition. Russ is going to help us get there. And also, we want to provide unbelievably valuable product offerings. So these new products I told you about, Russ is going to be in large part helping us make those happen. Remember that nobody is doing that hyper personalization stuff at scale. Nobody's doing that. It's really hard, like Eric was mentioning earlier. Russ is going to help us figure all of that out. He's going to help work with his team to develop the processes, make sure they're efficient, they're fast, they're high quality, et cetera, as we move into Q4. So super, super happy to have Russ on the team. Yeah, Gary has met Russ, says Russ rocks. We concur. Russ is awesome. Super happy to have him on the team. All right. We're also completely overhauling seller support. We've talked about that a little bit. We now have published office hours, so you know when you can expect to hear from seller support, when they'll get back to you. We have live chat. That went live on Friday. We moved to Zendesk. We were using a tool called Front before, and it was good, but not doing what we needed, so we changed that. And like I said, we're working on phone support. So I don't want to talk seller support up too much. I think the proof is in the pudding. Those of you that interact with seller support frequently, you'll know if it's improved or not. And we hope that when we send out our next seller NPS survey, you'll participate and give us some honest feedback on that. All right. New features. Okay, so here's where I'm going to hand it back over to Eric. He's going to run through some new features we're going to bring to everybody.
All right, let's get into it. Thank you, Michael. Next slide. Okay, so Shopify called us like 2-3 weeks ago. Literally, they're head of the entire App Store marketplace. And they said, hey, I don't know if you guys know this, but you have like a top 10 unlisted app in the world. So like, do you maybe want to get listed in the App Store? I think it would like help the business. So we're going to officially get into the App Store. There's a lot of cleaning up we need to do in the app to make it a great user experience that Shopify told us to do. So by getting in the App Store, you're going to actually find a much cooler experience. We're working on redesigning the dashboard, the onboarding, the catalog, all these things. We actually want to be more intent driven with our design, right? Because I've told the team lots of times here, Michael's, probably sound like a broken record, but I'm like, we kind of just drop people off and do a choose your own adventure experience. But we don't want to do that. We actually want to be really transparent about like, you know, don't sell these items, like really focus on these items right now because they're best sellers. And we're actually going to start a process of retiring products that don't sell. And we want to be really transparent about that. We want to be transparent about what makes you the most money. We don't want to like waste your time. So when we do get in the App Store, we may ask you for a review. We'd really, really appreciate your honest feedback in that. And hopefully we will be on the front page of the App Store right next to Printful. Next slide. Gamification. So yeah, I talked about redoing the dashboard a bit. Gamification means just like making it a fun game, making the experience fun for you. And so part of that is going to be, you can't really see up here, but we have 3 pricing tiers. So there's tier 1, which is the default price you see inside of the catalog. After you sell a certain number of items, our accounts team will actually reach out to you and tell you, hey, we're going to actually give you a price break on tier 2. And then there's another price break on tier 3. So if you have questions about that, I would just wait until it's live and it'll actually tell you like how many away you are for the next price break tier. So we actually want to make this a fun experience. We may ask like for your phone number to text you, but if you do give us your phone, I can almost guarantee it's going to be a really fun experience. We're not going to spam and be annoying. You know, we want to be a really good like community partner. So most likely it'll be when we do new product launches, send you a text like before we go live, or maybe just to get some feedback from you. Like what's your biggest hurdle right now? Things we can help you with. Next slide. Post-purchase upsell. So yeah, a lot of people are using OCU to do post-purchase upsells. For those of you that don't know what that is, basically you sell an item, you have the buyer's credit card already pre-authorized, and with one click you can add additional items to the order. So it's important to do on-page upsells, but also post-purchase upsells. And so we want to make this the best experience possible for you. We don't like OCU that much. It's okay. It's just kind of the thing people use because there's not a lot of options. But what we're building is our own post-purchase upsell app just for ShineOn products that will make the buyer experience really, really smooth. And all of our products will be preloaded in there. And we're actually just going to recommend the flows for you. So there's upsell flows and downsell flows according to what they buy or decline. And so we just want to do all that hard work for you so you don't waste time. Next slide. Yep. So this is just an example of like a typical buyer journey. Hero product, do the add-ons. So add the wood box, which converts at 40%, upgrade to gold, which converts at 25%. The package protection in our cart, which is like a 90% take rate. And then we're going to have at least the opportunity for the buyer to take 2 post-purchase upsell offers. It's all about getting that AOV up.
I want to add something too. We have another add-on we're going to bring you as we move into Q4 that converts at like 70% that we're super excited about. So that's going to be on top of everything Eric just mentioned. So money, people, 3-digit AOVs.
Yeah, I might have to ask you what that is. Not even sure I know yet.
You know what it is. I'll remind you.
Sweet. Okay. Next. So we're building a new custom domain platform experience. So I don't know if you know this, but we actually built our platform experience using Shopify's front end, and that's been really, really, really great for us. However, if we want to bring third-party attribution like a triple whale or something else into the platform, then we actually need to do it with a custom integration. And so we're actually going to rebuild the custom domain platform ourselves from scratch. And it's going to be on AWS, and the funnels are going to be preloaded for you. The whole experience is going to be super snappy. Moving to AWS instead of Shopify. Michael, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can. I'm just muted.
Okay, I lost my screen. Sorry about that. Can you give me 1 second?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need me to do anything on my side?
Yeah, just keep everyone entertained while I figure out my screen here.
I've got some jokes. I've got some Laffy Taffy jokes we can get going with.
Okay, you can also keep going too.
Yeah, I will. I'm going to go to some. I'll kind of clean up some questions here. Try to buy you a minute, and if not, I'll just take over. Platform will have upsell functionalities. Yeah, when it's rebuilt, we're going to have all kinds of cool stuff on the platform. It'll be the go-to print-on-demand platform. I can promise you that when it's rebuilt. Let's see. Triple what? I think you're probably referring to Triple Whale. I'm not positive. That's a app you can use that does attribution for us. AWS is Amazon Web Services. It's basically just where you can host large software applications that are web-based, and it keeps them moving really, really fast. All right.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, take it away.
Yeah. So another thing too, like if we want to do all this hyper personalization, yeah, we're going to do a great job on our Shopify app for you, for those that are using the app. But also we can do possibly an even slightly better experience on AWS on our own custom domain platform. So really, really excited for that. There's no potential date yet. It's really hard to build, but we have a really awesome dev team that's going to crush it for you guys. And by the way, we just 3x the size of the dev team, like in the last, like 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and we're
moving so fast, everything's a blur, but it was recent.
Yeah, so like one of our new dev hires, he was like one of the top engineers for Eli Lilly, which is like a $20 billion a year company, pharmaceutical company. Like we have some real horsepower in there now. We don't, we have actually more people here locally in Florida than we do remote. And I think 90% of our engineers are USA based. Yeah.
All right.
Next. Amazon FBA integration. So FBM is a really great place to test designs. basically for free. You don't need to invest in any inventory or send inventory to Amazon. But from what I understand, and Daniel Reyes and others might tell you better, but when you are starting to scale a winner on FBM, you probably want to move it over to FBA. So we've been working on providing sort of a bulk shipping service for you to get those winning FBM items onto Amazon FBA. If you're not familiar, FBA just means fulfilled by Amazon. So you actually ship the product to Amazon, and then you can get the Prime logo on everything, which helps conversion. Next. Etsy improvements too. So Etsy came out with a new version of their API. And so we're going to take advantage of that to help you sell more product. Automated setup of shipping profiles, much quicker publishing of products with default settings, and better support for future products, especially some of those hyper-personalized products that Michael and I were showing you. Next. And then the ShineOn Services store. So we have a lot of information here at ShineOn in lots of different places. It might be confusing where to find that. Sometimes we're posting information on Facebook Live. Sometimes it's email. Sometimes it's like through the accounts team. But we really want to do a good job of centralizing all information and services that are ShineOn related. So we want to make sort of a one-stop shop for a place where you can get all your samples. Same place you can get all your ShineOn swag when we give you a coupon for a free shirt or whatever. Also, I'll talk about this a bit later, but we have some really advanced stuff we're working on with UGC photography and videography. And we want to make one-stop shop service a simple place where you can order those creatives from us, and we'll do it for you. And then same with graphic design requests. Okay, next. Okay, and Europe improvements. So we've been in Europe since, I think, October of last year. And there's a lot of work that goes into being successful over there, especially if you're selling in different languages. And so we actually have launched, or we're really close to launching translations, meaning you'll choose the language you want to publish in. In this case, you can see this is a French product page. So you would just choose French, and then you can publish that in French and sell to the France market. I think our two biggest markets right now in Europe are Germany and France. And this is why we chose Netherlands. We knew Germany and France were going to be huge markets, and shipping from the Netherlands, where our Amsterdam factory is, we can also ship to the UK in like 2-3 days. So it's really fast and efficient, and Amsterdam's really cool too. We're also working on solutions for cash on delivery. Cash on delivery is really big in Europe. We have a couple sellers that are scaling really well in places like Romania and Poland. And so what they've had to do is order bulk shipments from us, and we'll ship it to their sort of 3PL, which will do cash on delivery. However, the solution we're working on is you don't actually necessarily need to do a bulk order to do cash on delivery. We're working with a new carrier that will do that direct through ShineOn on a one order, one sale basis. So super excited about that, and just keep your eyes peeled and your ears open. Yeah. Next slide.
Luna is working on that, by the way. Luna right here in the chat. So hopefully we have that soon. Don't let us down, Luna.
Don't mess it up. Okay, so like I said, I gave this talk at the ShineOn Mastermind, and probably like 10 people hit me up after the speech about this rendering technology that we're working on. So basically with TikTok, you need 4 to 5 or 10 times the amount of creatives you would normally need on Facebook. So if you have a successful Facebook ad, sometimes that ad can run for like a year. It'll just keep going and going and going, and Facebook doesn't care as long as people engage with it. That's not the case with TikTok. They don't want anything to survive more than couple weeks here. So what that means is there's a higher demand for creative, and especially video, since TikTok is 100% video based. Okay, so we're working on automating the creative video aspect of selling with ShineOn. And you can see here that we have 2 examples of green screen technology that we've been working in, where we can actually render your message card onto that into that box, and it looks just like you it was a reel. So Michael, do you want to play the green screen video and then
Yep.
the message card version? Notice the shadows on the green screen and how they're going to pour it over onto the message card. Maybe you can't see it on that because it's darker, but we've been working on this for probably 6 months now. So, you know, nobody else in the space is going to have this for Q4. We're going to really do our best to try to launch it as soon as possible. But yeah, super, super exciting tech. And that's going to not necessarily replace samples. However, we may actually be able to send you a sample with a green screen card where you can create your own template. And then we'll just add your message card for you with our team and send you the raw footage when it's done. So yeah, we want to really crowdsource templates here. We have some great ideas that work. Like this is shot on the bay in Tampa Bay, Florida. But you know, maybe there's a mountain scene that works, or a stream scene. And so we actually want to work hand in hand with the community to create some of these templates that work for everyone.
Let's I want to show them this one too.
Okay.
They're just all cool. When they first brought this tech to me, I couldn't freaking believe it. It's amazing. And this is all thanks to our graphic design team. Ishmael is our fearless leader over there. So make sure you give him some props if you see him in the group. He came up with this. Here's another one. I think this is green screen first, so you can kind of see it. And then the next one, it's CGI. It's computer generated, the next one, but it's so realistic you can't tell. It's just unbelievable. Let me jump over to the next one. It's seriously just unbelievable how real it looks. And look at the lighting. Look how it bounces off of the card and the shadowing. I mean, like, it is so legit. It's amazing. Just look at that. You do not know that's not real. It's unbelievable. So anyway, super cool. We're really excited about it. We're trying to find ways to automate it. Right now, we're going to have to use a manual process, but we're really excited about what the future brings with this technology. You ready for the next one?
Yes, sir.
All right. Uh-oh. Hang on. It's being weird. There we go.
Okay. Actually, I think it's back to you.
Yeah, it is. Okay, ShineOn Pro. So this is a new offering we're going to try to bring you soon. By soon, my goal is to get it out before the end of Q3, but the dev team's kind of already told me we're probably looking at the beginning of Q4 for this. We'll see. We're going to be pushing really hard on it. But here's the idea. Here's the offering. It's going to be somewhere around $50 a month, maybe a little bit more. It kind of depends on all the value we're going to be able to cram into it. Here's what you get, right? It's going to be a fixed fee every single month. You're going to get 1 office hour call per week with the internal brands team and account. So 1 office hour call per week. You're going to be able to ask them questions, maybe ask them to tear down an ad, something like that. You can get some help, real-time support from internal brands and the accounts team. You're going to get early access to products. So all these neat new product offerings we're trying to bring you, we're going to release those early into our ShineOn Pro group. We're going to have discounted white labeling. So we're actually about to improve our white labeling offering. Right now, the way white labeling works is it's about the size of a message card and it goes on the outside of the box. And I believe they may have changed this, but I believe it's like a rubber band or something on the box. In the future, it's a really, really classy paper strip that's going to go around it. I've seen pictures of this. It's super high end. It looks amazing. Did you have something, Taz?
Yeah, I think the word is like it's almost a sleeve that goes around the box. So it really feels like a gift from a brand.
Yeah, it's as soon as I have the pictures, I'll bring them to you live. They're really, really nice people. I mean, it's like Eric said, it looks like something legit from a brand. It's super high end. So anyway, as soon as I have the pictures, I'll share them with everybody and you'll see exactly what I mean. Anyways, if you're in ShineOn Pro, you get discounted white labeling. We're also going to offer discounts on samples. So that's going to be cool. These UGC video packs we just talked about, those are only going to be available to ShineOn Pro members. They are still going to be paid, but it's going to be a small fee. We just have to cover our own costs of the labor and the time to take the pictures and all that kind of stuff. But this is going to be only for ShineOn Pro members. We're also going to give you other marketing assets. So there's tons of marketing material, education, guides, tutorials, case studies, you name it. We're going to try to bring you. All of that is going to be right here in ShineOn Pro. We're also going to try to bring you some courses, like exclusive courses you can only get inside of ShineOn Pro. That's going to come with the cost of the subscription, mind you. So that's not going to be extra on top of it. So super excited there. And then finally, I told you we're trying to bring you phone support. There's a good chance phone support, is only going to be inside of ShineOn Pro. So we're trying to make this a really incredible offering to help you grow your business, right? That's the goal with ShineOn Pro. We're trying to keep the costs really low. We've got to do something to help cover our costs internally, to maintain it, to build the UI for it, to keep servicing it, to keep bringing new features for it, et cetera, et cetera. But we're trying to bring you something that's just a no-brainer offering that you can say yes to that will really help you 5 and 10x your business quickly. So we're super excited about ShineOn Pro. Again, timeline for this, pushing hard for the end of Q3. It's likely going to be a beginning of Q4 offering. By the way, that's literally just around the corner. It seems like that's a long way off, but it is not. It is going to be here before you know it. So we're really excited about this one. Yeah.
So Michael, what's the estimated value that people are getting, retail value of all this?
Probably like it with the courses added into it, easily $1,000 a month. Easily. With the courses added into it. It is going to be a no-brainer offering for sure. And by the way, this is not the limit to the offerings in ShineOn Pro. We are going to continue to work on this and expand it over time, right? So the idea is that a year from now, it's got, maybe we add 3, 4, 5 additional bullets, additional features to it that helps you continue to grow your business. Keep in mind, we've created a win-win here at ShineOn that benefits us both, right? Like when you sell really well, we at ShineOn do really well, and vice versa. So it behooves us to make sure that we're packing as much value into this as we possibly can so that you can grow your business, and that's what we want. All right, move to wrap up here. The future is bright, people. We're excited about where we are headed. Remember, we've got our here. We're going to come back to this actually before the slides. Let's move to some Q&A here for a little while. Q&A. So let's see. It's about 10 after. Let's do Q&A for 10 or 15 minutes, and then we will wrap up. 10 or 15 minutes, then we'll wrap up. Q&A, everybody. Q&A. So start dropping your questions in the chat below. Drop your questions in the chat below for some Q&A. Keep in mind, we're about 30 seconds behind, so we'll start seeing them pop up in a minute. Eric, you and I are going full screen. I'll bring the questions up on the screen as we tackle them. All right. Okay, Sheila, what is licensed product selling in ShineOn Pro? You didn't explain it. Did I not cover that? Yeah, I'm going to go back. Oh, I didn't. So this one's really cool. We're working on licensing deals with right now we've got one in the works for MLB. We're working on Disney. We want to go NFL. There are a bunch of these kind of franchises. We're trying to get some licensing deals on. And what that's going to allow us to do is we're going to be able to create internally a design that's copyrighted, like for a Disney character, for example, or a baseball team. And then we're going to be able to offer just that design, because they're very picky about, the designs and things like that. They all have to be approved. We're going to be able to offer just that design to those individuals in ShineOn Pro. Now, this is something that's going to be a work in progress. Do not expect this to be available on day one of ShineOn Pro. When we release ShineOn Pro, we'll have a cold feature list so you can see exactly what's live when you go to purchase. But this is something we're eventually going to bring to ShineOn Pro. So those inside are going to have access to these exclusive licensed products. Again, we're talking about Major League Baseball teams. So you know the helmets, the logos, the names of the teams, things like that across the product line. Also, Disney, the one we're most excited about. We're just getting started with it, so don't get super excited just yet. But we're really excited because we hope to be able to bring you Disney characters and the whole Disney franchise, which we know will sell really, really well on message cards. So we're excited about that. And Eric, feel free to jump in here whenever you want. Try to find another question here. Here's a weird one. I don't think this is accurate. I've noticed the standard box is discontinued. Is there anything replacing it? The standard Oreo box is not discontinued. We still have that. We also have the Lux box. Both of those are still fine, and you can still sell both of them. So that's the standard Oreo box and the Lux box. So not sure where that's coming from. I'm not sure that that is accurate, though. We've got both boxes still. Okay. Here, what's the planned turnaround time for name and heart gemstone necklaces? Our goal is to get them in Q4. I think that's what you're asking me, is when is the release date? The goal is to have them available at the beginning of Q4. So not like in middle of November or something like that. We want them available for you to sell by October 1. That is what we're pushing for. Any expansion of metal? You want to take this one, Eric?
Yeah, so I mean, we're always trying to help guide metal sales. I think as far as expansion, maybe they're requesting more designs. Yeah, we want your feedback. If you want more designs, we can definitely work on that for you.
Yeah, you're right. I think I misread that question, actually. You answered it correctly. Good thing I didn't take a swing at that. I'm not seeing a ton of questions here. What am I missing? Let me scroll down. Okay, I just needed to scroll down. So here's one. Would all of the updates allow new sellers list more than 4 products on the platform? I'd try again on that one, Facebook user. Not sure I understand that one. Let's see. Here we go. Are you looking to upgrade some of the chains? One of the main complaints I receive, the chains are not heavy enough. That's great feedback to have, actually. I don't know that we're actively looking at that right now. I do know we're experimenting with that Cuban link chain and bringing it to some other products. But this is good feedback. I'll take this to the team internally and see what we can do. Sorry, guys. It kind of takes me a minute here. There's a lot of questions. Or not a lot of questions. There's a lot in the chat to kind of get through. Here we go. Eric, if you want, you can take a swing at this one. What are the timelines for new features and upgrades, mainly looking for upsells for the platform users?
Well, it depends what you're talking about. So if you want to talk about the Shopify app, we're launching a new ShineOn product page pretty soon here, like within a couple weeks. It's going to be a lot faster. I think that was the biggest complaint we had was, hey, your page actually converts really well because it's all CRO tested. But it was kind of bogged down from years and years of adding to it. So we've actually completely rebuilt that from scratch, and we're going to offer the new page soon. There's a bunch of, like I said, we're kind of redoing the whole UI of the app experience, the catalog, the dashboard, things like that. So our dev team's cooking right now. We're actually making huge progress on a lot of new app features. I think we also disabled the pop-ups by default for like upgrading to Woodbox because we found that it actually converts better on product page. So yeah, it's going to be a constant stream of feature releases here leading up to Q4. As far as the custom domain platform, That's not quite our focus yet. Right now, our main focus is on the Shopify app. Most of our sellers are most successful there, especially the ones that scale big, because they can do things like they have control of their customer lifetime value. They can do email there. They can install other apps. It's a little bit easier for them to do retargeting on the Shopify store. So we really want to make a huge push into Shopify more. And meanwhile, we're going to start working on the custom domain platform and rewriting that in the background. But there isn't sort of a guarantee right now that that'll be ready for Q4. We'll definitely keep you updated best we can.
Yeah, and by the way, I mean, Eric kind of said it. We're seeing the most success with our seller base on Shopify, hands down. Sellers that are using Shopify are doing way better right now than sellers on the platform. There's actually a pretty major announcement coming out about the platform next week that you want to stay tuned for.
Yeah, and when Michael says doing better, he means doing better through direct response, like Facebook ads, TikTok. Yeah. If you're doing direct response, it's definitely better on Shopify app right now, building out your own store. But the platform still has like a direct Etsy integration. If you don't want to set up Shopify, you can still sell through Etsy on the platform. And we may actually do an integration with Amazon on the platform there. Likewise, SedCommerce has an app for Amazon and Etsy through Shopify too. One other thing we had a big, we had a lot of feedback from Matthew Stafford's from BGS, his talk at the ShineOn Mastermind on conversion rate and things to look for on your website. And we've actually had a lot of requests from sellers to build a ShineOn theme to make it easier for newbies. So they don't have to like figure out which theme to use. They don't have to hire like a graphic designer. So our plans are also to build you sort of a ShineOn preloaded theme that has all the copy preloaded, the about us, all the terms and conditions preloaded, so that you guys can just move and do what you do best, which is on making sales.
Yeah, thanks for that clarification, by the way. All right. I'll let you take this one too if you want. Any ShineOn plus Amazon integration soon? Somebody joined late.
Yeah. So we have an FBA program. It's sort of a combination of a feature plus a service that we do, because we actually have to tag all the items the way Amazon wants it. So pretty soon here, I think this summer, we'll have a Amazon FBA integration available for you. Right now, if you want to do Amazon through FBM, which means fulfilled by merchant by ShineOn, SedCommerce has a Shopify app for FBM.
Okay, I'll let you take this one too if you'd like.
By the way, Sed is CED. CED Commerce makes the integration apps for Shopify.
Is ShineOn ever going to start selling real gold jewelry for all your products? You want to take this one?
Yeah, so we actually were the first people to ever do solid gold on demand. We actually have one product right now called Everlasting Love. I think it's like $130 base cost, but it's solid 10 karat gold. The retail value on that's about $300, and it works. It may not be the best price point for direct response ads like TikTok and Facebook. However, we have a lot of people perusing websites and actually buying that organically. And so it's a really, really nice organic product to boost second sales and third sales. Yeah.
Yeah. So like what we saw last year or late last year in Q4 was Kirsta had this product, Everlasting Love. I think you're right on that. Just up on his store. And then he would run ads to a different product, like on Facebook and TikTok. And then what he found was when people are on his store, they would browse around for a little bit. And he had several people check out with this Everlasting Love product. Also, we've got people with Etsy listing and Amazon listings up to get organic sales on that product. So they get like $100 a pop on those because they have no ad spend really. Is Forever Linked? Is that, or Forever Linked? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Is that one gold? I thought that one, or is it just the cubic zirconia that drives that one up? I think it's gold
I'm
plated,
not sure.
and I think it's gold plated in the cubic zirconia.
Oh, Everlasting Love, by the way, it actually has real diamonds in it. And so people are blown away by that. They're like, this is solid gold and diamond. How can you be selling it for $130 base cost? Basically, a little known fact is when you have all these really, really tiny diamonds, they're almost like shards, right? They're actually like fairly cheap. So yes, it is real diamond. A buyer sees that, they're like, holy shit, this is real diamond. This is, solid gold and real diamond. They don't know what it's worth. To them, it might be worth $500 or $1,000. But because they're really tiny, we can keep the base cost low at around 130.
Okay, let's do let's go for 5 more minutes here. Let me grab, I think that's time for maybe 2, maybe 3 more. Bear with me. Sorry, everybody. There's just a lot in the chat, and I'm kind of, StreamYard's kind of weird. It moves me around in line here. Okay, so I see this one. Everyone's asking the same question I did about the 4 product listings, but I don't know what you're talking about. Trying to find the question. Oh, I get it now. With custom domain for platform, we can have only 4 products on the homepage. Are there any changes on this that we can add products or menus on the homepage? Currently, no, but in the rebuild, we have a lot planned for the rebuild to make platforms, custom domain selling on the platform much more successful for you. So right now, the answer is no. And again, I want to reiterate, currently, for anybody using direct response marketplaces, so that's Facebook and TikTok primarily, people that are selling through custom domains on the platform, right now we see the best success. And by the way, I mean, it's no contest. The best success is coming right now from people with Shopify. And there's going to be an important announcement next week related to this. So you're going to want to stay tuned. Okay. I think I answered the question now. Let me find one more. I'll do this one. I'll try to find one more. Who can we contact for Amazon ads help? So you're going to want to reach out probably to Daniel Reyes. Just kind of ask him for some help. He's our resident Amazon ads expert. But also, don't be afraid to go to YouTube and try to self-serve on the problem. YouTube is has a wealth of knowledge on all things related to ads. So if it's like a simple setup question or how to optimize your PPC campaigns or something like that, please don't be afraid to just jump on YouTube and try to get some help. But Daniel Reyes, he's our resident Amazon expert, and I'm sure he'd be more than willing to help. Okay. Here, this is a good one. You want to take this one?
Are you looking for new product concepts? Yeah, I mean, we're always looking for new product concepts. If you see something in your Facebook newsfeed that you like, definitely send it through our support. We can add that to our, we kind of have a repository of new product ideas, sort of like a catalog of stuff we want to try. And then the steps would be, if we're all in agreement from a ShineOn team level, we'll actually start selling it ourselves first in the internal brand stores. That's another reason why the internal brand stores exist, is we don't want to just open a product up that sort of, has no chance of succeeding. We really want to test as much as we can ourselves first, so we don't waste your money for you to test it, right? So definitely just send it through our support, and we'll try to figure out something where we can add that to our ideas list. Also, one thing we do too is we like a lot of the pages, sort of, I guess if you want to call them competitor pages for selling different types of jewelry. We also buy stuff sometimes because the more of those jewelry gifts you actually buy, the more Facebook's going to target you with other personalized jewelry products from other pages.
All right. I think let's move to wrap up. I'm just not seeing, I think that's pretty well covered it. Yeah.
You want to talk about referrals?
Yeah, I'll talk about referrals. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going to move to wrap up, everybody. Thanks for your questions. Appreciate that. Thanks for your time today. All right. So ShineOn, we offer an affiliate. We offer you an affiliate link. So in order to get this, you have to have at least 100 sales. So that part is important, or else you're not going to see this. So you need at least 100 sales on your account. But if you go to analytics and then click referrals up here in the top right, we've got a special affiliate link for you. You can tell your friends about this. Every time one of your friends signs up through this affiliate link and makes a sale, you will get 75 cents on every single sale. We've got a number of affiliates that have earned like 6 figures with this particular program. So some people have done really, really well with our affiliate program. And also, what's a better gift to give your friends in the e-com space than to tell them about ShineOn? So please do in Facebook groups where you hang out. It's a great place to do it. In your friends, your Skype groups, your Telegram groups, anywhere you hang out and you talk e-com, please share your link and tell your friends about us. We would really appreciate it. All right. And then finally, if you want to start selling with ShineOn, go to shineon.com, sign up for an account. It takes 60 seconds. If you're watching this on YouTube and you're not in our Facebook group, what's the matter with you? Go to bit.ly/go-ShineOn, bit.ly/go-ShineOn to join the Facebook group, or go to Facebook and search for ShineOn Profits on Demand. ShineOn Profits on Demand. You'll find the group and join. If you're on Facebook and you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, you're going to want to go do that, or else you're going to miss out on some bomb education. Go to youtube.com/C/ShineOnPod. Again, that's /C/ShineOnPod is the name of the channel. You can also just search in YouTube for ShineOn Print on Demand. We've got, I don't know, a few hundred videos up. You're bound to find us. And then finally, make sure you're following us on Instagram too. We started posting really fresh content there about 3 months ago. Instagram.com/ShineOn or @ShineOn is where you can find us on Instagram. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thanks for watching the State of the Shine. We're super excited about the future and what we're building here with you. So until next time, Eric, thanks for joining us today. Appreciate it.
Thanks all. Such a pleasure. See you out there.
Happy selling, everybody. Take care.